And welcome back to Sound and Sound with Tam
and Pam.
Before we get into that special, be sure to drop a like, ring that bell, and smash that subscribe button.
Last week we covered jukebox musicals versus book musicals. Mamma Mia, skill or scandal?
But today, we will be delving into the unexplored world of puppet theater.
Safe to say it is a tale as old as time, and you will leave this video with a plethora of knowledge on the wonder that is puppet theater.
That's right. Now, Pam, have you ever had a puppet show in your room?
Tam, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't.
Well, did you know the first of those to do such did it long before we were born? Puppet shows seem to have existed in almost all civilizations and in almost all periods.
Wow, so who began performing it all? When and where did they do it?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked, Pam. For our special today, we are bringing in the true experts. First up, Jimmy, the puppet expert.
Come on out, Jimmy.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad to be on the show. Thank you all for having me. Oh no, is that Roscoe? He's up in a tree. Silly raccoon. Me and Roscoe are here today to teach you about the different types of puppets. Isn't that right, Roscoe? All right, the first type we're going to talk about today is a human arm puppet. Now, human arm puppets are large puppets controlled by 2 or more puppeteers. One puppeteer normally controls the head and mouth, and the other 2, the arms. Roscoe's only got 1 puppeteer, and that's me. All right, our next puppet here today is a Meroette puppet. Here I have one. I'm sorry, a Meroette puppet. Meroette puppets are a head or body on a stick, like so. Okay? But we have more types of puppets for you today. We have a marionette. A marionette puppet is a puppet on strings. You would control it like this. Sticks and a string. Now another type of puppet is a body puppet, or a carnival puppet. These are the large things you'll see on the streets at carnivals and parades, and they're also the types used in The Lion King. Think of that giant elephant. It's got 4 people, 1 in each leg. Another type of puppetry is bunraku puppetry, which is a Japanese style of a large wooden puppet played by 1 person behind it. And our last puppet is one you can all play with yourself. It's a shadow puppet. All you need is a flashlight or a candle in a dark room. And then you can use your hands, or your friend Roscoe, to cast a shadow on a nearby wall and create whatever figures you'd like.
Alrighty, Jimmy, thank you for your time. We're gonna move on with our next segment.
Oh, okay. See you next time.
Wow, that was some fascinating stuff. What's your favorite puppet? Mine's the arm puppet.
Mine's definitely gotta be Bartholomew the Merit.
Moving on. Next, we have a guest here to talk about the history of puppet theater.
Our friendly neighbor, Beatrice.
Come on out, Beatrice.
Did somebody say the history of puppet theater? Well, you called just the right woman. The name's Beatrice, an expert to be exact. Puppet theater in China, India, and Java are ancient traditions with far more history than any other country. It entertained kings and emperors and sometimes was used for ritual magic. It represented our natural creative tendencies and, like modern theater, still does. Depending on the place, there can be multiple types, as we covered in the beginning, including temporary and historical methods. Regardless of these types, puppet theater can be comedic, sound, and overall awesome. Bye.
Wake up! Wasn't that some interesting stuff? Wow, don't you just love history?
Puppet theater. Puppet theater.
Yeah.
Yes. Welcome
All right,
back.
so welcome back. And next, we have an amazing guest named, what's her name?
Lisa.
I thought it was Tina.
Maybe it's Lisa Tina. Tina Lisa?
Tina
about
Lisa.
To find out.
We're about to find out, and she is going to tell us about musicals involving puppets. So, please give a warm welcome to
Tina Lisa.
Tina Lisa. Hello, thank you so much for having me. Today I'm going to talk about 2 major musicals that use puppets. The first is The Lion King. It involves many body puppets like lions, elephants, and gazelles, some of which even use multiple people for 1 puppet. It also uses merit puppets in the form of birds. Actually, there's 25 types of animals, including birds, fish, and insects represented in the show. Here's a clip.
Het is zo weer te doen en te weten dat nog nooit is gezien of gedaan. Maar de cirkel van vuur in oneindig azuur voert ons mee in zijn eeuwige baan. Ademt leeg in die trage stroom. Doe ons voet, doe
The second is called Avenue Q, the musical. It opened on Broadway in 2003 and closed in 2009. It won Best Musical, Book, and Score in the 2004 Tony Awards. It's a parody of Sesame Street and involves human-like arm puppets, some of whom are meant to reflect actual Sesame Street characters. But don't be fooled, this is not a musical you want to take your kids to see. Here's a clip.
If we stay together, believe me, we'll never even be friends in the end.
But I don't want to be friends! I have plenty of friends!
But you like me, don't you?
Yes, I do. And that's why I think you should get out of here!
You mean I should leave?
And let's try another definition for get out of here! There's a fine, fine line between love and a waste of time. Thank you so much for having me. Have a wonderful day. Mwah, toodaloo. Well, that was some fascinating stuff. Thank you so much, Tina, Lisa? Who knows? All right, and that's it for today's show. You might be wondering where my co-host is. She had to take a snack break. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Sound and Sock, and we will see you next time.
Do you like green eggs and ham?
I do not like them, Sam.